I'm gonna go for a one brand kind of thing as much as possible, because I think those are kind of fun to watch. I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base today. I used it only once before, and it's really nice, I think. So this is the light version. So just a tiny bit of this, because it's pretty liquidy. I should probably use a brush for it, but I'm gonna use my fingers for it. And just let it go all over, and also under the eye. So of course I had to get this one, the Love palette from Natasha Denona. Really fast, they changed their website here and it's working excellently, I have to say. So that's the one. I think I used it only once. I actually tried to film one video before, but I wanted to use so many colors in one time, so in the end it was like, oh well. So I better choose a few that I won't get it like all of them on my face in the end. It's hard to choose though. I think I will go with red ones today, like really red. Something like that. So I took this Smashbox Raven, and it's one of those that you sharpen inside the lid kind of thing. I don't like them, but well, it worked this time at least. So I will take this one really close to my lashes here, just to get something a bit darker here, that it won't look now too red and pink straightly, because you all know that's not a pretty look, especially not for blue eyes. It's something else if you have brown eyes, then it's really pretty. Smallish brush like that, really soft one from Il Maquillage, and just out like that, just like a base, really close to the lashes, like inside the lashes kind of thing, and not too wide either. I'm not going all the way in either, because that also, when I do that, it tends to look not so nice. Smudge it and tight line straightly, and then I will go on to the palette, I think. Now it's time for this red eyeshadow. I think I will use this brush for it. And this one here, which is really red. Go over the black a bit. I like black and red together. If you saw some of my videos, you might know that. I just like the way it looks when it gets a little bit like that kind of thing. Like a dirty red. Not that I don't like the really bright red as well, but on me it tends to look better if I have a, like I said, a base at least close to my eyes, that it's not so bright. I'm taking it kind of up like that. And I will probably use, I also got her single, both of them, the black eyeshadows, the matte black and also the gold rush. So I will probably use the matte one for this look as well, to intensify the outer corner here. But I will start like this. I really like that black and red together. It's like, yeah, it would go better of course with darker hair, I think, but well, I'm not gonna make my hair darker just for this. Even though sometimes I would like to have darker hair, and the next day I want to have blonde again, so that's the problem. So I better just stay with something, stick with something, because you're destroying your hair if you start playing around with it too much. I've done that a million times. Yes. Okay, so back to the first brush, and just to try and blend a little bit around here, I will probably take the same color I took before, this one here, but by itself maybe, so it's a bit darker, to blend it in here like that. A dot from it, and again blend the red one in to the crease a bit. Here I have some red missing, I think, because that looks strange. Here. to be a bit bolder with this red. Fear not, it's only color. So here, and a little bit around up here. But not too high either, because I don't want it to be red all the way to my brow, you know. But here I have to put some more as well. Same way a bit. Dip it in and dab it on. And blend it in a bit. Because that one is pigmented. So maybe just hold the side. Maybe just like this. Go a little bit in with the color. And it's the same with the bangs. You know, one day I want to have full bang on and, you know, at least here a bit and then longer. And then another day I don't want to bang at all. So this is the closest I got to having some bang and some not. Big problems. Well, anyways. Okay, so that's that now until now. And I think, what will I do? I will take just this pink one a little bit up here because I want to keep it a little bit pink. Oh yeah, it's a bit strong. Okay, so I will not take it all the way up. I will just add some here. A little bit of the silver just up here. Just a bit in a little bit of a messier way maybe. Next step is something fun here. And now I have so many choices. Well, I can go, of course, a bit darker. This one is gorgeous. Or all those, you know. What should I do? This one for sure will be nice. Is it see-through? Like transparent base? Oh, that one is pretty. It's gonna have to be this one. It has a little bit of a peachy oranginess to it and also the pink. So this is the one. I will just use the same brush that I used for the silver. I can use the other side. Let's see now then. Just without anything extra on the lid, because I still have the sticky-ish, you know, primer on. So this is supposed to work, which it does. Look at this. And that's definitely enough for me, at least. And I will take it a bit like I used to like a while back, in a shape like that. Oh. Like this a bit, and let it go over the matte here too a little bit, because anyways when I open my eyes you see there's nothing there. It's just like when I look down you can see these things. So yeah, so that's why I kind of let it go a little bit higher up like that, and then you see just the tiniest bit. I can even take the same blending brush and really like blend just up here a bit and have it a little bit go like all over there. This is looking like really sheer and careful to be me. Does it mean that I should stop soon? So I use the same Kajal from Smashbox, and I'm talking about these two black ones. So I will probably use the matte one today and not the gold rush because it has golden flecks in it. Whereas the matte one is a true nice black. I like that. So I will use this one and I think the same red one that I used already. Mix those together and see what it looks like for a little bit outer corner kind of thing. I'm just using the small brush that I have here. Again, this one. So a little bit of the black, maybe to begin with, see how this will work on top here. And then just the tip of it to cover the outside corner. Then I will add some red just in the outer corner and not all over the whole, you know, until here. And then I will soften it with the peach probably. Okay, so now it got pretty black already. Better take some of the red, same brush, and go over. Then the tip of the brush and go over this here too. Then I will smudge it with a softer brush because this one is kind of not really for doing that kind of thing here. Here. I really enjoy this red and the black together. Whoa. How many times can I say that? Like, shut up already. These are really nice, those, with a big mirror in this. I'm taking this brush to blend a bit in between these. It's the one that I used up here for the pink, I think. So it does have that pink a little bit on it still, but not in a big way. A little bit to blend with the other side here. Looks a bit unblended, especially on that side for some reason. And now I will take, again, I think maybe a mix of these two. Or you know what? This one is a bit peachier. Maybe a mix of this one and the pink for under the eye. Let's see how that will be, if it will be good or not. Like these two, just around here. Oh no. I really want to use that one under the eye a bit. I would just do that. This one under the eye with the same small brush that I used, this one. And I will just try and push it in here, just here in the outer part maybe, to give some glittery. This one is super pretty. This one is super nice. So just here. So I will use a highlighter from Natasha Denona. This is in Fair Super Glow, in Fair, and I will use this one in the inner corner instead of from the palette because I think it's too dark over there. This one should be just right. And these are very pretty, so just like a glow. I will take it inside the other one here a little bit too. And let it go here to meet the rest here. Now I do need something here with shimmer down here. I think it starts to look a bit boring. Should that be this one maybe then? Let's say, you know, like I will use the same brush like for the highlight because it's really tiny, and try and dab this one here. Ooh. Get something lilac in this look. Why not? In the end, yeah, the huge. Packing on, not stopping in time, and now I start to be too pink around the eyes already. Let's put this away, girl. But it's a fun palette to play with, no matter what. But of course now I can't have everything pink, so I better start doing something with my skin. And of course I will clean up around the skin, and I have this primer for the face from Natasha Denona, and it's actually like a good serum for the skin in the same time. So it comes in a really cute and good bottle like this. It's made in Switzerland, so yeah, it feels very quality, I think. Very quality, and it looks cool too. I also like the green inside here. It reminds me of Ofra products a bit, doesn't it? White and light green. Definitely does. So yeah, but this one is a really good one. I will clean up the skin, and I will use this one also around the eyes, around the mouth, and you know, everywhere. And also use the foundation X Plus that I'm trying out. It's a little bit light for me because I took the lightest color. I was kind of afraid that they will be too yellow and too dark on me. Yeah, so it's a little bit light, but I will blend it probably with a darker foundation from something else. Another thing I got from Natasha, I kind of stocked up on her more like not just color makeup this time. So also the lash color is really good. I know I have one from MaritMakeupManicure, but I don't know, it doesn't bend the same. It bends less, and it also does a lesser curl. So I really like this one. I use this Essence mascara. I really enjoy this mascara. Look at that. It's pretty good for just, you know, 2 or 3 coats, like one after the other, which kind of clumped it up, but never mind. Well, so then what? And I used the Prep and Prime from MAC on the lips. So today I will use the foundation X Plus from Natasha Denona, and I do have it in the lightest color, which is 5 Neutral, which is a little bit too light on me, and doesn't look like it, but it is a little bit too light on me. So I will mix it up with maybe a Bourjois that I have that is a bit too dark and yellow, which that would be this one. I think it might be a good match. I will use again one of these. It's also from Natasha Denona. I got it as a gift of purchase a long time ago. I think I have 2 at least of these. And I will mix these 2 foundations together and see what this will be like. And I will use the Smashbox brush for full coverage. And a bit more here where it's really red. And I do this hair. Ooh. But also when I do eye look like this, I tend to need a little bit more of a yellowy foundation, a yellow tone foundation that I won't look too pink and too cool. That's pretty good match, I think, these 2 together. So that's a way to use up the Bourjois then, because I don't like it when it's too dark on me and it's too yellow on me. These 2 together might be a good match for now. And when I'm done with that, I will probably get the next one in line from Disma, which is 10 Yellow. Because I really like this foundation by itself. Not mixed in with anything, because now it's already in the lines here. And I didn't notice the other one, like this one going in the lines when it was by itself. Okay, so that's the foundation. And I did take it down a little bit on the redness that I have here too. I can't put anything too much over there because it's just, you know, the skin over there is moving and it's thin, so it just goes in the lines and it looks grosser than being just red. So I'm taking now I also got the concealer for under eyes, and also this one is of course too light because, as I said, I was like thinking that it will be too dark too fast. So this one is also the lightest one, and of course it's too light. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking this one. And I could of course put it straightly on my eye. That's what I did last time, and then I just blend over with the other color. But I'm using from the Il Maquillage camouflage palette or whatever they call it, and just concealer brush. And I'm taking probably from the darkest ones here, that a little bit more peachy like that. Those 2, more from the darker almost, and then a dot of the Natasha one, and I'm blending them together here on this one, as you can see here. And then I will, it's still too light, so a bit too more on the darker, because it can't be like light like that, and it's like, you know, it just looks bad. So let's see how this will go without a sponge. I will just try and use my fingers to dot it in after. So all the way in here, because also this I don't want it to look too dark now then with this, especially with these colors. I think the Natasha foundation is better by itself, but I will get to that eventually. Okay, so I will start with the really pretty cream base kind of thing here, and just a synthetic brush like this. Oh, I'm hungry. That's really interesting to know. So, ooh, that's a pretty color. And then I'm just trying to blend it in with this brush, because I don't want to take a sponge now for this. I did use it in another video actually, and I just left it like this. And it is very, very pretty by itself. Like especially on more mature skin. But of course I'm not going to have a palette like this and not use all of them for the most part. Or just one or two in one time, but you know, I'm going to use all of them. But this is really pretty by itself. Actually so much so that I want to take it up here a bit too. Kind of as a, not a contour, but you know, a little something. So to Natasha Denona's highlighter brush, and there's a little bit on it because I used it yesterday. This one here, I'm kind of dabbing it in now because I don't want the foundation to move. A little bit of this one now. I should probably use a smaller brush for that one maybe. I will anyways. I don't know if I should, but so the gold one here. And just put it maybe in one spot like that. Not so much all over. It's also not the lightest one on me, so I can't really like make it too in a specific area. I think I really enjoy her diamond powders. I know they're over the top, but that's kind of the fun with them because they're like so, they have this really gorgeous shimmer. I will just start from, I will put some, I will just put it here. Now look at that. I will just make it go inside the eye look as well and take it out here too. A little bit more because this is freaking gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, it's over the top. Of course it is over the top. It's Natasha Denona's shimmer. It's always over the top. So there it goes, over the top. And I think it's gorgeous. Maybe not all over. But the foundation doesn't look as good as when I did it by itself. I have to tell you that one. The Natasha Denona X Plus foundation looks very nice by itself, I think. Whereas this, it's a little bit cakey together. I did take this one though, the 10 palette. I think I want to warm it up a little bit with the bronzer. That's what I'm gonna do. So this bronzer. You don't do it that way, girl. You just don't do it that way. You won't have that on your cheek. Ha! Okay, so I'm taking a few times on the brush, taking it off, so I have it in the brush, and then I will just also this dab on like here, like this. Go a little bit down the nose like that, and here. So I will kind of warm up the skin a tiny bit like this now then. I never get why people would go over the skin without powdering, and now I'm doing exactly that, and I'm getting the splotchy result that I don't like. But never mind, I will go over with another powder and try to fix all this that I kind of messed up the foundation now. I'm taking this Essence powder. They call it Brighten Up Essence Banana Powder. I'm taking this one a little bit to try and fix the what I kind of screwed up here. Here. Also it adds a little bit more coverage because of that. So down here a bit. So I got some Hourglass products that I didn't use until now, called Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost. Something like this. So I thought to take now these two lightest colors here. No, which ones are the lightest color? These two. Or maybe just that one. Maybe I should take just this one. And try it under the eyes. The mix that I do under the eye is not the best either. It's like the Natasha Denona stuff is working the best by itself. So I'm taking this powder and I will see if it does anything nice here or if it's just a gimmick. I do those powders a lot like the powders from MAC. I don't know. I have those too, but I never really got to comparing them because I don't have these a long time and I didn't do makeup a long time. So like really starting to get, you know, if I use them, I just use them and I don't compare them to anything else that I have, you know. So I don't know if they comparable. I think they are pretty. And I will try and take a little bit of this bronzer, which these are very, it's just the pens are very small here, so this brush is kind of big. That's a little bit of a minus with these palettes. But, you know. So just to go over this and warm it up, because I just feel that everything is a little bit too pink on me. The look is not very flattering on me, I think. So I'm just doing this. Is it better? So I got also this from this collection. It's the lip gloss in the coral color. It's probably called also something coral, I think. Duochrome coral. That's what it's called. It's really pretty. But I want to use also a lip stick under and also a lip pencil. So this time around I got 2 more colors from the lipstick range that she has, the new one. In I Need a New Lipstick. So this is 23p Avro and 21p Sava. I think I will take the Sava. But I need a lip liner for it. Let's see how pink it is. I don't want it to be too pink. But the thing is with these, they aren't too pink or too orange or too brown or too anything. They're like really useful, all of them. You see? It's like perfect. Boldly Bare from MAC. And I did overdraw a bit because. And then I will take this Sava in, what number? 21p. 21 pink from Natasha Denona. And just put it on like this. The Boldly Bare, it's a little bit more of a, it's this one here. A little bit more of a peachy one. And the lipstick is a little bit more pink. So I thought it would go nicely with the bronzy pinky kind of look that I had going here. Not being too precise at all, just they feel so good, those on the lips. So now the gloss just in the middle a bit. This gloss is super nice. It just has some kind of orangey greeniness to it. Look at that. I will swatch it a bit. And it has a really fresh mint scent to it, which I really like. Not everybody likes it, of course. So coral, greenish, orangey gorgeousness. That's what this one is. And I want it just in the middle here. Like that. And really pretty packaging. This whole collection is like super pretty. From packaging to, you know, product itself. This is an Ofra. It's still in there, you know, you can even hear it. And it doesn't spray anymore, so I suppose I have to open it then. And then I'm just dabbing it in the areas that I want it to be, which would be just here. Just on the cheek area, like that. Kind of to push in the shimmer particles, and the rest I think I will just leave it the way it is. One more thing that I got from Natasha this time is a blush duo. Of course I get the 30% off. Everything except for eyeshadows normally. Yeah. So I got one more of these blushes. I have one from before. And now I ordered this Antique Pink in number 2, and it's super pretty. Like, so this would have gone also with this look. Actually, I might add some. These have a slight perfume, but it's very, very light. So I don't think that would like be disturbing to anyone. Like seriously, it's very, very slight. I will just use this brush that I used before. First I will take the darker one. Like that. I will take it a bit more close to the eye actually, up here. Like that. Same here. Right, this is actually looking nicer I think than it did before. This is a really pretty color. And then you take the lighter color, kind of to blend with. So you go all over with the lighter color a bit like that, if you want. Or you take both in one time. But it's pretty nice to go like with the darker one, and then to soften it you go with the lighter one, like around it. And then you're kind of done. I really like those duos. I mean the two I have. I have the 15, the nude, sheer nude, and this one in number 2, and it's the antique rose. I thought I will read the ingredients on this primer if you're interested, because I think it's really neat. And it says on it, first of all, lifting primer, anti-aging serum, and it's 30 ml, made in Switzerland. Anyway, so I will read what's in it if you're interested. Or I can just show it also, and you can just, if it will focus. Of course, I can't see if it will focus now then. Does it focus on the ingredients? So you can stop it on the ingredients and read for yourself, of course. It sounds pretty cool, I think. And it feels really good on the skin. So, kind of really what it says, a serum and a primer in one. So yeah, I really like it. One more thing I wanted to mention, that I kind of forgot how nice they are. Only when you don't have anything like a gel or anything on your nails, they tend to chip so fast on me that it's really annoying. But I have actually 2 colors on, and you don't see a big difference like this, I think. But in the sun you do see a difference in the colors. So this darker one is 45 Soulmate from Essie. And it looks like that. It's one of those older colors, but they are so nice on the nails. They're like half gel looking and really like covering at the same time. Really pretty. And the other one is 49 Wicked, also from Essie, and a little bit more like a wine red. So this one is more brown and this one is more wine red. I don't know, maybe it will show also like this. Those are the numbers on it. So I really enjoy these darker colors from Essie. I think they're super pretty. Anyways, thanks again for watching and stay well.